Hello everyone and welcome to the Transit Nomad family. In this video we're going to be exploring vintage transit in UK just outside of London. We're going to be riding an old school train that is arriving at the station right now. Before we get started, I'd like to let you know that I'm in London for a couple of weeks, and at the end of this trip I'll be recording my final verdict video comparing London with other cities to help you decide if you should visit, while also saving you lots of time and money with practical tips on how to get the most out of your trip. This will be an exclusive video, but you can easily gain access to it by subscribing or donating any amount on buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad or through the link in the video description below. With that being said, let's begin checking out this awesome old school vintage train. That is your favorite color, isn't it? My partner is very excited. Are you excited? Yeah, look at that.
Did you see how they order?
Yes, very old school way.
Hello.
Hello. We are currently located at Ongar station, and we pre-booked this vintage experience that includes a vintage bus ride and a vintage train ride. You can look it up online, the Ongar Railway. It is a very cool experience. It does cost around £40 for two people, which is about $50 American for two people, which is not very cheap but also not very expensive. Is it okay to get in through here? Can we get in? Very cool. That is what the train looks like outside. And in here, wow, look at that. I love how comfortable these seats are. So soft. You can smell the wood. Yeah, you can smell the history and the wood. Wow. And it's so soft and comfortable. I love it. Yep.
I think they have different classes.
Yeah, you want to take a look? Let's take a look around.
That's the same one we went from. That's the same.
Thank you.
I have those leaves.
How long is it take us to the train?
Toilets are not in use.
Oh, they are?
Very nice. They're selling some things over here. Excuse me, sorry. No problem. Okay, this looks like the seats have been replaced with some newer seats over here. I definitely prefer the old ones. Yep, this is like a cafe car. And also some newer seats over here as well. It appears to me that where we were was the best place, at the very front or the very end.
Yeah.
So maybe we should be heading back.
Chips.
We are good, thank you. We are just exploring the train.
Let's go in.
So we can head back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these seats are newer. I might be wrong, but the car is older, but the seats are newer, and we definitely prefer older seats. So we're gonna go back to where we originally entered the train. But it's always good to check it out and compare different train cars, or as they call them here, coaches. I think so. Yeah, what is this? If anybody knows, let us know in the comment section below. We don't know. But it looks like it's definitely for the crew. But what they're doing over here, it looks like brakes. Maybe it's like for extra brakes, just in case. Yeah. Bar with some drinks. Yeah.
Anyone?
Sitting over there again.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pause the video until the train is departing, because it might be a few more minutes, and then I'll continue from there. Now the train is turning around. I mean, the locomotive is turning around, and I believe it's gonna come back. Save this seat. You can stay if you want.
I gave Hunter 3.
It's gonna come back from over there. Okay, this is a good angle for that. I can even zoom it in a little bit. While we are waiting for that locomotive, I do want to let you guys know that as an active traveler and business owner with experience, I might be able to assist you with trip planning, life coaching, or business consulting, with all the details available at buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad. This is where you'll also find lots of exclusive content on many different cities across the globe, with secret tips, my helpful PDF guides, and the option to request a custom video on any topic that matters to you. Again, all of that info is available at buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad, or through the link in the video description below. And if you are not able to support the channel financially, you can still give it a like and subscribe and leave a comment. That would still help promote this video to a wider audience. And if you don't want to do that, at least check out my vintage shirt. I wore a special vintage shirt for a vintage train ride, which I think is very unique. Not a lot of transit enthusiasts dress up for their transit rides. So give me a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'll zoom it in even a little more.
Here we are again.
Right now they're gonna connect it. So cool. So this was the back of the train, and now it's going to be the front of the train. With the rest of the train being over here. Now, does anybody who's watching know what kind of locomotive it is? I'm not very good at differentiating the types of locomotives and the specifications and all that stuff. So if anybody knows, leave a comment below and let us know so we know what we are dealing with here. All I know is that it's old, and that's what I care about the most. Very beautiful scenery too. Lots of trees, everything is green. The weather is so beautiful, around 20 degrees Celsius. Not too hot, not too cold. It doesn't get any better. Such a beautiful day. Alright, we are now departing. I hope you guys enjoy the ride as much as I do. want to take a look out of the window? So cool. Very nice scenery as well. I do want to point out that it's kind of interesting how in Western countries, if you want to, in Western Europe, if you want to catch this kind of train, something old or vintage, you have to pay a lot of money and book a special trip on a specific date. But in countries like Thailand, you just show up at the station and you will have lots of trains to choose from that are all really old and vintage, and it costs like 5 cents to ride it, or 10 cents, or at the most like $1 or something like that. And pretty awesome and interesting to experience this difference. do like to change seats so that you can feel what it's like sitting in different parts of the train. The views from different angles.
We've got all train tracks, just to let you know. No, but I don't
like that steam train right there. That looks pretty awesome. I wonder if we might be able to catch that later. there you have it, a vintage transit ride in England, just outside of London in 2025. I will have to stop recording because I want to check out what other trains they might have running and check on the schedule and see what's going on. But before I let you go, very important, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. I appreciate every one of you who's a part of our Transit Nomad family, and I look forward to seeing you in the future videos. Thank you. Bye bye.